Comparison, yes, this is the same kind of comparison you see everywhere. Peter's is with Iron Man, while Sony's is with Basic Logic. It's a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can be detrimental. When someone gets compared too much, they might crack under pressure. On the flip side, without comparisons, nobody pushes themselves to improve. This is something James Gunn is going to face as he gears up for his new DC Universe, or DCU. When you lay it all out, there's bound to be a direct comparison with Marvel, and that's just how nature works. But to sidestep the chaos, James Gunn has taken precautions, and you might have heard that he's even dyed his hair. This is his way of shielding against the sun's harsh effects. Today, I'm diving into how James Gunn is setting his new DCU apart from Marvel, and what elements will make it comparable to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or MCU. We'll also touch on the first DCU project that's been released, which, surprisingly, hasn't been the talk of the town. Let's rewind to when James Gunn first announced his DCU plans in 2023. YouTube was buzzing. Unlike Marvel, which showcases its upcoming projects with grand announcements at San Diego Comic-Con, DCU's approach is more streamlined. Marvel tends to announce titles and release dates before the script is even finalized, but that hasn't always gone smoothly. The reality is, Marvel had 11 movies lined up in their multiverse saga, and not a single one hit its intended release date. Take Blade, announced back in 2019, production hasn't even begun. At this point, I'd wager we'll see GTA 6 before Blade hits the screen. That's why James Gunn is keeping it straightforward with his slate announcements. DCU movies will only be announced once the scripts are locked in. This way, writers won't be scrambling to make last-minute changes, and fans won't be left in limbo. Now, you might have caught James Gunn saying that the new DCU will be less like Marvel and more like a Star Wars saga. Think of it this way. Instead of a single timeline, they're exploring multiple narratives. When you look at Marvel, the majority of their films exist within one sacred timeline, with the exceptions being Loki and Deadpool. From the 11 projects that have been greenlit, only Superman, Supergirl Brave and Bold, The Authority, Peacemaker Season 2, and Valor will be set in the present day. The others will explore different timelines or historical backdrops, and instead of tying everything up in one big climax, the stories will be interconnected but not reliant on each other. This brings us to another point. Have you noticed how MCU's Phase 4 and Phase 5 have drastically expanded their narrative universe? Back in 2008, you only needed to watch a handful of movies, but now they've incorporated films from as far back as 1998 into their canon. Imagine a kid born in 2024 trying to watch everything. They'll need a degree just to navigate the MCU. For instance, the first DCU project, Creature Commandos, has been released, and we'll delve into that more in the next video. But here's a catch. If you want to understand Creature Commandos, you'll need to have seen Suicide Squad 2016 and Suicide Squad 2021. This is the charm of the new DCU. It cleverly weaves in Easter eggs from past events. It's all about those who get it versus those who don't. No harm, no foul. For those who might not have seen the previous films, the intricate web of stories can seem daunting, but that's part of the fun. It encourages viewers to engage with the entire DC universe, similar to how fans of the MCU have gone back to catch up on older films. James Gunn is strategically preparing to elevate DC by addressing the pitfalls of other studios. It's akin to how two competing pizza chains can both thrive by learning from each other's mistakes. Just like Domino's promises to deliver within 29 minutes, while Pizza Hut focuses on their unique flavors. As a fan, my only request is to avoid unnecessary jokes. Marvel often diluted serious moments with humor aimed at a younger audience. This is exactly why many viewers didn't connect with Joss Whedon's Justice League. There were just too many gags. Let's face it, if you look closely, Marvel's Justice League was a movie packed with DC characters, and that leads me to my next point. The recently released Creature Commandos, which debuted on December 5th, is aimed at an adult audience. The animation style is refreshing, no rushed storytelling here. Unlike many animated series that throw you a curveball at the end of each episode, this one develops its narrative smoothly, focusing on character backstories. Each episode feels like a chapter in a larger story, allowing viewers to really connect with the characters and their struggles. As of now, no major critics have weighed in on this series yet, which is puzzling. It's like they've all gone on vacation. Perhaps they're just taking their time. If you're interested, definitely check it out. Just remember, it's an adult series, so maybe watch it solo for a better experience. Once the entire series drops, I might do a review. In the meantime, feel free to drop your thoughts in the comments. Who knows, maybe James Gunn will read them. It's always exciting to think that creators might engage with their audience and take feedback into account. And as we look ahead to the future of the DCU, it's clear that fans are eager for something fresh and innovative. The pressure is on Gunn and his team to not only deliver compelling stories, but also to redefine what a superhero universe can be. The competition is fierce, but with the right vision and execution, the DCU could carve out its own unique identity. So, let's keep our fingers crossed for an exciting journey ahead, filled with unexpected twists and captivating characters. Until next time, I'm signing off. Don't know where I'm headed, but I'm off. Okay, bye.